Uh, so yeah, olive oil. She texted me yesterday on my inReach and said that on the news at home, it said that the Southern Sierra was going to have 58% chance of rain, and that's why I had my. We always keep my rain jacket up on the back, but my rain pants way in the bottom of the sleeping bag. So I checked my inReach for the weather report on the inReach, and it said 10%. Hey everybody, here I am reclining, as you can see, with my little pillow on my recliner in our room. I think the Beach Boys did a song called In My Room. Look, I'm getting ready to go work in a little while. And that is, it's backwards. San Jacinto Healthcare. Licensed vocational nurse. So yeah, I get a view of Mount San Jacinto from my work. Very close up, whenever it's visible. And there is my Western Mountaineering Versalite sleeping bag, 10 degrees. Very nice, very good. Okay, so lately I have been thinking about the Pacific Crest Trail. I think especially since the permits have gone out for 2022, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to get a permit. Did you want something?
Can I use the half and half for cream with chicken garlic? Because I don't have a heavy cream.
Yeah. Use whatever you want.
But how can I?
How can you what? How can you what?
The oh my god. Thicken it.
Thicken it?
Mm-hmm.
You can thicken it by using a roux. I don't have time to do that. Otherwise I would. I mean, I gotta go to work in a little while. Okay, that was all. It just came in. Asking me some things, so I had to edit that part out. So one of the things that I've been thinking about is on the Pacific Crest Trail after I got off at mile 745, approximately a trail pass, thinking that I had some issues with my heart. It's one of the reasons why. I would say probably the main reason why. And when I did that, I got off, and I had some budget still and also some time, so my wife and I went on a road trip, 18 states. I haven't put all the videos together for that. Most of them, I think. But part of that was to just get away from the trail, the mentality, and I don't think I was really having the blues, the post hike blues. I don't think I was really having that, but it may have been. I'm not sure. But that road trip really did a couple of things to me. So, health-wise, what happened to me health-wise? Okay, so many of you know that in 2020 I had a heart attack and quadruple heart bypass. That was in May. And then I went on the start of the PCT prior to a year since that trail. I never did any cardiac cardio that I wanted to. I think the PCT kind of did that. And so I went off on the PCT. I did injure myself on the plantar fasciitis, which right now I have KT tape wrapped in my right foot because it's still going on, and my left knee after the PCT. I would say about a month or so after the PCT, maybe 2 months after the PCT, it felt like every time I would turn, my knee wanted to fall out or something, dislocate. So I had to wear that brace, the same brace that I was wearing while I was on trail. And so I did that. And another thing that happened to me, I'm also a type 2 diabetic, and that may have had something to do with my heart attack. I don't know. When I was on trail, I was eating as much fatty food as I could. I know, heart attack, fatty food. To stay low carb because of my diabetes. But yet at the same time, I did need to get some carbs in there because I just couldn't do it only like on a ketogenic diet. I couldn't do that. So I started eating more and more carbs. And I think I never checked my sugar while I was on trail. I should have. But because of weight savings, I said, no, I'm not going to carry this. So many ounces. And so I'm not really sure exactly what happened there, but I'm pretty sure that I burned off all the carbs when I was hiking. And I started to eat. Let me get this off here. I started to eat more carbs, things like honey buns and oatmeal, which I wasn't eating at first. I started to eat more of those. And as I was doing that, as I was eating more carbs, it did help me to hike. Give me the energy, but still, you need food. You need calories out there. You just need calories. So what happened after I got off? I went on a road trip, and on a road trip you can't really cook your own food. You're always stopping at fast food. You're eating at restaurants. So there's something called A1C, which is what they check for diabetics every 3 months. And when I went back into the VA to get my A1C checked, my annual checkup, they found that my A1C was 11. So whatever benefit I did when I was on the Pacific Crest Trail, it kind of went away, or a lot of it went away while I was on that road trip, sitting in the car, sitting in hotels, laying down in hotels, walking around, sometimes around the towns, but very little walking. And so my health, then I gained all the weight back that I lost. Well, right now I'm pretty close to 200 pounds. I would say about 100. I'm thinking about 196. But I was at 173 when I was in trail after Scissors Crossing. So the only thing I could say is for anybody that's going to attempt a through hike, and whether you make it all the way or part of the way, when you get off trail, don't relax. Don't say I'm gonna stop, because whether it's hiking or whether it's working out at your local gym with this COVID, it's kind of hard to do that. Working out your house, walking around your neighborhoods, whatever it is, don't stop. Because if you do, you're gonna have adverse health issues going on afterwards. You're gonna go from being pretty much a monster at hiking to being a couch potato in a sense, relatively speaking. Now, when I go to work, my work, I do a lot of walking in my work, pushing a medication cart and doing treatments, doing medications and other things with patients there. However, I work the PM shift, so I don't get to sleep till about maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. And then because I get off at 11 o'clock at night, and I have to drive home, which is about a half hour away. And then I can't go to sleep right away. So then in the morning time, I'm sleeping. Then I get up around 3 or 4 hours prior to going to work, and I can't really get in a good workout. So I'm gonna try to start doing walking around the neighborhood in the mornings if I can get up, and I'm going to try to work on weight training on my legs, on my back, my core, just to get myself into some kind of better shape than I am right now because of not exercising after the PCT. If another mindset thing about hiking something like the PCT, don't think that because you've done a long distance hike, even if it's not the whole thing, but let's say you do whatever 1,000 miles, don't think that because you did that it's going to be on autopilot, cruise control sort of thing. No, you need to put the work, even if it's minor. Don't stop. because you are going to have adverse health effects after you get off trail if you become even a semi-couch potato. And so now I'm thinking about, being that I got off at Trail Pass, it's pretty close to the beginning of the John Muir Trail, which is over by Mount Whitney. And I'm thinking of going back up to Trail Pass in June, sometime in June, maybe late May. I already asked my supervisor. He said yes. I can take off a month. And but I'm not sure about the permits, and also am I going to be in shape. One thing is starting off at the southern terminus at whatever it is, 2,800 feet elevation, and going up down into Hauser Creek and up Hauser Creek and then Mount Laguna. That's nothing comparing to climbing up to the Sierra. There are some parts in the Desert Divide that are pretty rough, but you got to be in good shape to start the John Muir Trail. I would say you have to be in better shape to start the John Muir Trail than it is to start the Pacific Crest Trail. You kind of mosey into the Pacific Crest Trail. You can't mosey into the John Muir Trail. That's, from the beginning, it's a get up and go. Especially, I'm planning on doing it in Novo if I do that. This is not an announcement if I'm going to be doing the John Muir Trail. No. But that's where my thinking is at right now. I really want to do that. Get back on Trail Pass where I got off and go over to Yosemite where the John Muir Trail ends, and then go from there. And if I choose to decide to, get permits and continue on the PCT through Northern California, I will, if depending on things with work. But those are some of my thoughts. So the takeaways from this conversation that I'm having right now, because as much as I try to get the trail off my head, off my mind, it doesn't want to go away. And lately I've been watching some of my YouTube videos and reminiscing a lot about the trail and wishing that I was back out there. As much as I wanted to push it away, it doesn't go away. For me anyway. So first takeaway, when you get off trail, don't stop. If you want to get a week of couch potato just to relax, even then, don't stop stretching. Stretch your feet, stretch your legs, stretch your back. Still work on your cores, even if it's not extensive or intensive. Don't stop. Go walking around the neighborhood, or if you can do hikes, better then. That's even better if you can do hikes out on some trail. Don't stop. That's the first takeaway. The second takeaway is your food. Change the way you eat as soon as you get off trail. Don't continue eating like if you're on trail. I had cravings for hot dogs when I was on trail like I've never had cravings for hot dogs, because hot dogs is nothing that I really ate. When I was younger, I used to eat Polish sausages, but here I was craving hot dogs. And one time when I first got home, I went driving to a Wiener Schnitzel and bought a couple of hot dogs. And on the way back home, I saw a Five Guys, a burger place where they sell hot dogs too, and I stopped in there, and Olive says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I got to get me another hot dog." So I went in there and I grabbed another hot dog to eat it, and then on the way home I stopped at a Starbucks to get a dragon drink. It's a cold iced flavored drink, juice type of thing. And as a matter of fact, somebody was going to give me the trail name of dragon drink when I was on trail, especially after Tehachapi. But I already had Tin Man, which is a pretty solid name. And so anyway, change the way you eat. 1, don't stop exercising when you get home. 2, change the way you eat immediately. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're out there eating whatever you can get your hands on. When you get home, don't do that. Don't say I'll be all right. I just finished hiking whatever amount of miles. No, your body's going to react from one day to the next. Not it's going to stay with you for 6 months or a year. No, it's not. the minute you stop hiking, your body's going to react to whatever you're going to be doing that particular day. Take it from a nurse. Yeah, I should listen to myself, right? I mean, this is one of the things that some of the takeaways. And third, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try to get the trail off your head. I've known some people that have attempted that because of the post-trail depression or blues, they call it. I tried it because I just didn't want to think anything about the trail, and I just wanted to get it out of my head, out of my mind. But it doesn't work for me. So I guess just kind of, live your life in reality when you get home on the real issues that are at home. I'm not saying, get involved with national or world issues, whatever, that's up to you. But, well, it's all up to you. But deal with the issues that you have on a daily basis with your kids, with your wife, with your husband, with whoever, with work, with the groceries, with those things. Focus on those things and focus on the fact that you have to live in this world that is not out in the wilderness. Just get used to that idea. Anyway, I think this is going to be enough because I have to get ready to go to work. I'm already, as you can see, kind of ready to go to work, but I got to finish putting stuff on. Okay. Anyway, thought I'd talk about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit over that, hopefully not too much. All right, you guys take care.